Hello, my friends on YouTube. Today is September 5th, 2021. Today's video is Afghanistan's victory over the United States of America. This is kind of controversial title, but let's see. Did really Afghanistan, or these gangs in Afghanistan, rather, defeat America? The answer is actually no. But was America defeated? The answer, yes. How did this happen? This happened because you have, as it was in Vietnam, it is the same in Afghanistan. The war of Vietnam was lost in Washington, D.C. because you had politicians trying hard to destroy America and destroy the freedom that the American people enjoy in America. They want to see communist, socialist system. This has been, I would say, even during World War II, many people wanted to see socialist system, and in terms of the Middle East, they want to see the caliphate system. They are both the same, except that in Islam they tell them there is a God up there. So in a way, they are more efficient than the socialists. No, I'm not saying they are more sophisticated in thinking. I'm saying they gave the people, the Muslim people, what they want so that they can fight to death, to die, and to go to the other world for 72 virgin, also rivers of wine, rivers of milk and wine. This is what it says in Quran. So they're secured. They fight here. If they conquer, they take the booties, and some of the booties are women, so they can have a lot of sex, and they can inherit the wealth of the people that they conquered. Socialism is not much difference. So you have in the Muslim system, once again, I spoke about that few times, is the caliphate. He is on top. He dictates what to be done. Like, for example, Muhammad, he dictated what to be done of war and fighting and how to divide the booties, as long as he got 20% first of what he likes. 20% was for him, okay, of the booties. The 80% is divided among the warriors. And if you die, of course, you go to the next world, and then you will have more sex than here on earth because it's free. 72 women waiting for you there, and the rivers of honey, milk and honey, and wine. So people were eager for that. They lived in a desert-stricken area, and they had no water even to drink. So imagine they have endless wine and honey and milk, things that they only heard of. They couldn't see it because it didn't exist in their desert area. So to promise them milk, wine, and honey, wow. Okay, back to the subject. So you have the socialist system and the Islamic system want to control people from top. And everybody has to say, yes, sir. Now, did really America lose the war in Afghanistan or even in Vietnam? No. America, as a superpower, did not lose in Afghanistan or in Vietnam. But Washington, D.C. the traitors in Washington, D.C. worked very hard to destroy the reputation of America. Vietnam probably is forgotten because it was a while ago, but Afghanistan is fresh. The way the forces retreated, this was a retreat. That was not leaving Afghanistan, that was a retreat, a disorganized retreat. If you are leaving Afghanistan, that does not take a brainy person to figure out. When we went to Afghanistan, when the American forces went to Afghanistan, you did not send the contractors and the civilians who build the roads and the engineers first. What you did first is the forces, the army, the military went there, secure the area. And these builders, the engineers, they came later to work in a decent condition, in safety, relative safety. If you get a 12 years old and tell him we are leaving Afghanistan, he or she will tell you the best thing, as you put these civilians to work first, at the end when you secure the area, when you are leaving, you take these out first. You take the civilians out first, and the military, the people who are trained to fight and they know how to secure the area, these you pull last. No, it was not the way it was done. Why? Do you tell me that Joe Biden couldn't figure this out? Okay, maybe he doesn't have any clue about, although he is the commander-in-chief, his word is the last word, and he was in the Senate, and he was the vice president for 8 years. He should have learned something, but it doesn't seem to be so. So, okay, let's say he is a senile or stupid or something. What about the military general? Was that the best way, tactical way, to leave? There were people who put their countries also on the line. The British, the French, the German, and so on and so forth. You left. You gave the order to leave in the middle of the night. You left without even discussing with them a plan to leave. Based on what? Based on that, if America is to get in a sticky situation ever again, let's say Taiwan now, because it's an open subject now, anyone can do anything. America is not really organized militarily. They are dumb military generals there, so what do you expect? And let's say China invades Taiwan and annexate Taiwan as it did with Hong Kong. It's not like a far-fetched thing. And no, they know very well America is not going to lift a finger. But let's say America does lift a finger. Which country will cooperate with you? And why? You leave them hanging there. They could suffer tremendously. Why, as they stuck their neck with you in the beginning, why you don't inform them before leaving and make a plan? No, you just left. Okay, so which country, in case China invades Taiwan, will stand up with you? Probably none. And that's what the military leaders want. Isolate America. Isolate America. Humiliate America. These are not American. Yes, they are generals and you know what? I believe they know exactly what they are doing. And they succeeded in separating America now from the rest of the democratic world. They succeeded. But these people are to be prosecuted. They are not fighting to protect America against foreign and domestic enemy. They are the enemies of America. These are more dangerous than ISIS. They are more dangerous than Al-Qaeda. They are more dangerous than foreign forces. They are working from within to destroy the military. The guy is teaching critical race theories in the military to divide the military between black and white and Asian and Hispanic. And instead of facing the real enemy out there and protect America from the real enemy, divide them and make them fight each other. China can do whatever it wants. The Muslim Caliphate can do whatever they want. And America is busy fighting one another. They succeeded. They had a grand plan, and they are succeeding. Okay. We talk about this, but really the Biden, this okay, Biden is nobody. Even it shows when he's coming out in a press conference, he has he gives whatever he declare victory. People are dying in Afghanistan and they are held behind enemy lines now, and he's declaring victory. You stayed in Afghanistan for 20 years. What about 2 more weeks? And organize a month, 2 months extra, 2 months extra. And organize proper withdrawal from Afghanistan. Yes, I am with you about leaving Afghanistan. It's too long. And unless they take the Afghan people take responsibility for their country and want freedom and fight for their own freedom, you can't stay there forever. You can't push freedom on them. 20 years, if they still don't understand that freedom is better than that miserable Islamic system that they experienced before, if 20 years is not enough, it will never be enough. So you leave them, but you leave with dignity. You leave in the proper way. You take the civilians first, and then the military leaves. So if Biden was so dumb, what about the general? What about the general? Is that the best way to leave? You don't organize with the countries that they put their neck on the line with you. You just leave and they feel surprised because where are the Americans? We're on our own. And the Talibans are coming. Okay? How can they trust you? If America goes into a war, let's say China tried to annexate Taiwan now, and America gets involved. Why would the British, the French, or the Italians, or any other country support you? You could leave them in the middle and pull out. The people in Taiwan, if you need translation from Chinese to English, why should they help you like the Afghan who are translating to the forces that were there, to the American in English and to the French probably in French and so on? The Chinese people in Taiwan, if you go and invade and fight the communists there who are trying to annexate Taiwan, the Communist China, the Chinese Communist Party, using the military to invade Taiwan and annexate Taiwan. Okay. The average Chinese who is bilingual or trilingual, who is translating from English to Chinese and vice versa, and those who speak French and translate from French to Chinese and so on, why they should come to assist you? Once the war is over and at any moment you can withdraw like you did in Afghanistan and you leave them behind, and now these people are getting slaughtered. The Talibans are going house to house looking for them to slaughter them. So this general put America in a very humiliating situation, and that what they wanted. Humiliate America, and they succeeded. However, that does not mean that the resolve of the American military is diminishing. The American military now, and I spoke and I heard people talking, they are really dissatisfied with this Biden and with the military general. And I hope soon this guy will be prosecuted, the general, and those who assisted, all of them, they should be prosecuted. America did not lose the war in Afghanistan. America was made by enemies of the countries in Washington, D.C. to forfeit the cause. That was not a retreat. That was not leaving Afghanistan. That was a retreat, a disorganized retreat. You left American people behind. They are slaughtered now. They are getting killed now. It's very unfortunate. But anyway, it's the fact. It is the fact. Anyway, where is the hope in all of that? Where is the hope? America and the American Constitution is the best to apply now. And there might be something here or there in the Constitution, American Constitution, that it needs fixing, although it's not the time now. But reality is, dictatorship, whether it's Islamic dictatorship or socialist dictatorship, it always have one person on top trying to control everyone. It's like a pyramid. One guy on top telling everyone what to do. And everybody has to say yes, sir. In both systems, the socialist system and the Islamic system. Now, what is the ideal way? It is actually the way it was established here when America was established. Upside down pyramid. Not the people on top to decide for me. Not the government. The government is to do what the people want. What free people want. Because I'm emphasizing free people, because in Egypt 2011, due to ignorance and brainwashing, most of the Egyptian people were brainwashed to believe that Islam is the answer. And they put this stupid guy who is from the Muslim Brotherhood, President Morsi, they made him president by bribing people, giving them food. Okay? They voted him in, and he was a retarded idiot. Okay? And then, luckily, they got rid of him. I'm not going to speak about the system that it is there now, but it is less evil than this caliphate system or the socialist system. It's less evil. But the best system is I govern myself, I govern my home, I govern my own, where I have dominion, my land. If I own land, that my dominion, I can say what to do with this land. If I want to plant corn, wheat, whatever, I don't want to plant anything, that's my land. So I am the governor here. I govern. Okay? And those who are in DC listen to the public. Okay? So my family decide for my own household. My neighbor decide for himself or herself. Next door, people across the street, they decide for themselves. That makes like a system for a town or a village. And we elect, let's say, a sheriff or somebody to take care of business, of the village business. Then we tell him what to do. And few villages, they make a city or whatever. And the person in the city is told what to do for the best of the interest of the people. And the president, the Congress, the Senate, everybody works for the people. Now it seems to be like we are to obey them. Take the vaccine or else. Do this or else. They become master and servant relationship. We are not their servants, we are their masters. The people, we the people, are the masters. And that's the American Constitution and ought to be followed. And I hope, not just in America, I hope all over the world. We thank you very much and we hope to hear from you.